Hello and welcome to KG Graves, the new one-on-one series where I focus on just one celebrity. Please like, subscribe and hit the bell for more content like this. Thank you to those of you who have already subscribed. This is number 16, Agatha Christie at St Mary's Churchyard in Cholsey, Oxfordshire. Agatha Mary Clarissa Miller was born on the 15th of September 1890 in Torquay, Devon, England. She was a writer of 66 detective novels and 14 short story collections. The main two characters in her detective novels were Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple. She also wrote the world's longest running play, The Mousetrap, which has been performed in the West End in London since 1952. Agatha also wrote 6 novels under the pseudonym Mary Westmacott. Other pseudonyms she used during her career were Mac Miller, Nathaniel Miller, Sidney West, and Monosibala, which was the name she used for her first novel, Snow Upon the Desert. From an early age, Agatha enjoyed reading, and she wrote her first poem called The Cowslip, aged 10. In 1908, Agatha wrote her first story, The House of Beauty, which was only 6,000 words about madness and dreams. In October 1912, she met Archibald Christie, Archie, and they fell in love. With the outbreak of World War I in August 1914, Archie was sent to fight in France. They eventually married on December 24th, Christmas Eve, of 1914 at the Emmanuel Church in Clifton, Bristol. In August 1919, her daughter was born, Rosalind Margaret Clarissa. After the war, Agatha wrote her first detective novel, The Mysterious Affair at Styles, in 1916. It featured Hercule Poirot, a former Belgian police officer with magnificent moustaches. After being rejected by several publishers, she signed a contract committing her next 5 books to the Bodley Head publishers. Her novel was eventually published in 1920. Her second and third novels were called The Secret Adversary in 1922 and Murder on the Link in 1923. Her character, Hercule Poirot, appeared in 33 of her novels and more than 50 short stories. Miss Marple appeared in 12 novels and 20 stories. In August 1926, Archie asked Agatha for a divorce. On the 3rd of December, Agatha and Archie had a big argument and he went out to a party without her. That same night, Agatha disappeared, and when Archie returned the following morning, she was missing. Her car was discovered by a chalk quarry with an expired license and her clothes still inside. Everyone was concerned as to where Agatha had disappeared to, and a newspaper offered £100 reward for information to her whereabouts. More than 1,000 police officers, 15,000 volunteers and several aeroplanes searched the rural landscape. The disappearance was even featured in the New York Times. Despite all the searching, Agatha was not found for another 10 days, where she was discovered on the 14th of December at the Swan Hydropathic Hotel in Harrogate, Yorkshire, 184 miles away. In her autobiography, there is no mention of the disappearance, and various stories were circulated at the time, including 2 doctors suggesting she had a loss of memory, others saying she did it to embarrass her husband, and one story even stated that she did it as a publicity stunt to try and frame her husband for murder. Agatha divorced Archie in 1928. In February 1930, on an archaeological dig in Iraq, she met archaeologist Max Mallowan, 13 years her junior. They married in Edinburgh, Scotland in September 1930. The marriage lasted until her death in 1976. Agatha was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society of Literature in 1950 and awarded a CBE in 1956. She was also made a Dame in 1971. Her husband Max was knighted 3 years earlier, which meant she could be titled Lady Malawan. Guinness World Records lists her as the best-selling fiction writer of all time, her novels having sold more than 2 billion copies. In 1969, the Agatha Christie Trust for Children was established. The last novel she wrote was Postern of Fate in 1973. Agatha died on the 12th of January 1976 of natural causes at the age of 85. Her husband remarried in 1977 but died in 1978 and was buried next to Agatha. Let's see where her grave is located. So, there you have it, the grave of Agatha Christie, prolific writer. If you have enjoyed watching this video, then please like, subscribe and hit the bell for more content like this. Thank you for watching, see you on the next one.